That's probably gonna cost me 200 bucks.
The more you see, the more confusing it all gets.
Feels like carbon fiber.
They're beautiful.
Woo! The biggest residential garage door motor. Also this little car. Look at this, month number 9 is starting off fantastic. We're getting garage doors. Now, I don't know why, but we're starting with the bottom half here. These are really heavy doors. They have glass on them, some metal. These are Wayne Dalton garage doors. I really like the way they look. So here's what it looks like on the inside. You start to put one of the rails on right here, and then you can put door by door. But first you have to take the door out of the box and install all of the rails so that it's the right size. Come on, look at this. Our house is really starting to look like a house. Very important step of the process. There are giant springs that go along the top of this. It is heavier than a normal door, and what you want is you want the springs to be strong enough so that as the door opens and shuts thousands of times, it's able to carry that load so it doesn't burn out the motor. So in order to get this tight enough, once the springs are up there, it needs to have, it's a spring, you need to tighten it up. He spins it around 8.5 times. Right now he's at the very end of it, and you can see how hard it is. He is working hard to get this thing tight. And you can tell how many times it's been spun around by these white lines. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So gotta go one more time, right? This one's done. This one needs to be wound up. Here's our spring thing. Yep, it's bouncy like a spring. That thing is so heavy. This is the most important piece, I feel like. In our last house, we didn't put good enough springs in, and we had to pay hundreds of dollars to get all of the springs replaced because the motor wasn't strong enough based off of what springs we had and how heavy the garage is. There's some tricky math with that. All right, it is the next day, and we don't have power to the house yet, but because we have those big springs on there, we can move it down and up by hand relatively easily because of the giant springs that we have. But let me tell you something awesome. This is the biggest residential garage door motor that you could get. This is it. It's by Genie. It is the model 4124. This is a big motor for these doors, but then something that I really like is if you look on the top, there's a big black box. That is a backup battery. If the power totally goes out in the house and we don't have like Tesla power walls or something running the house, this will store energy inside of it so that you can still open and shut the garage, which is really helpful in emergency. Anyway, I love these. Oh, here we go. Woo! Do you like our garage doors?
I love them. It's the first time that I've seen them, and I think that they're perfect for the overall feel of our home on the exterior.
Look how much natural light comes in just from the garage doors.
We actually eliminated windows that were going to be here because I said, let's just put glass in the actual garage doors. So we saved cost on this, and then we also were able to get light through this way.
It is a little dusty right now because we've been doing like sheetrock and drywall and stuff. So it turns out that the biggest ROI you get when you're remodeling your house is a garage door. It gives you a 194% return on investment when you replace your doors. One, it is incredibly windy where we live, and we're kind of up on a hill, and we get these summer storms that come through, these monsoon storms. There's no trees that block it, and we just get massive winds. I didn't want to just have like a normal metal door or just a wood door. I really wanted glass, but I also don't want people to just to look through it and be like, okay, they have those things, let's break in really quick and get it. So that's why we chose the frosted glass. I feel like it's important to have a garage door that you like to look at because that's what you're gonna see when you drive into the house and when you leave the house. You're gonna look at that thing all the time. But also we're planning on heating and cooling our garage, and this is really energy efficient. This is going to do a really good job at keeping our garage at the right temperature that we want. All right, it is decision day. We gotta pick some stuff. We're not at our house right now. We're gonna drive around and look for some things. And the first thing that we need to pick is right underneath me. This is pavers. So we're going to put pavers in, but we gotta decide what color and what type, and there's a difference in the price. What are we looking at for this one, Leslie?
This is what we actually have in our rental home. I am fine with this. I would like it a little bit darker. This is actually less expensive than the other option that we're gonna look at today. It's less money because the coloring of it is not as consistent.
Yeah, okay, so this is the cheaper option. We are in a beautiful home that Christensen Homes is just finishing right now, and it has one of the best views. All right, when we come outside, you get a better look at these pavers. Gray, definitely, like Leslie said, some variability in the color, and it's like a little bit coarse versus some of the other ones that we'll probably see today, but My goodness, look at that. You got the temple right there. So here's the pavers once we've had it for a little while. Looks pretty good, except there are some water stains, but maybe that's just normal, like the calcium buildup, the white.
If it can't go darker than this, then we probably would want to look at something different.
Here are some other pavers, definitely more consistent with the color. Similar pattern is what our floor inside of our house is going to be, right? What's that called?
Herringbone.
Is that herringbone?
Yes, it is.
There is a bit of the calcium. I don't know if you can get away with it from any of the pavers. Look. Leslie, thoughts?
I would like to even see it a bit darker than this, but I do think we need to go with something like this because it's not just on our driveway, it's in our courtyard, which is like a major focus area. So we need to spend more on something that's going to maintain the color that we need.
We can't go cheap in the courtyard. That is a signature part of our entire home. That's a good point. I forgot about that. I was just thinking about the driveway. All right, so here's the samples from the first house. We brought some over, and you can see the variability between the two colors. These are just two from the last house. This is all the same color.
I do want this higher quality one though, but I just need to see if it can go any darker than what it is.
Next stop is Jonathan's home and his parade home. It's a little lighter of a gray than the last house, but nice color. I like it. Wow, these guys are working hard over here. These are at the same stage we are with the stone, it looks like.
I like it, but I want it darker. I feel like I want it darker.
Darker, but you like it.
Yeah.
Making decisions. Quick decisions. All right, we're figuring this out. So many options. The more you see, the more confusing it all gets. But that's a lot of pavers. Oh, there's more. All right, so Graphite is the second home that we looked at, and then Foundry is Jonathan's, the third home we looked at. I like the darkness of the Graphite. I think the dark color is going to be the way. We're not going to have a lot of red dirt, I would think, going in our courtyard. You good at that? Graphite?
Graphite it is, I think. I think that it's gonna get lighter, so even though it might look dark right now, it's gonna fade. So I think that's gonna be great. Decision.
Okay. Deal. Done. Graphite, good, because there's so many options I'm seeing here.
It's day 16 of month 9, and today we need to make some decision when it comes to our slabs for our countertops and the back part of our shower.
So on the exterior, it's not very exciting. On the inside, you are about to see the most amazing stones that come from all over the world, but I think a lot of it comes from Italy. And it's so difficult to make this decision for your home, especially when you walk in here and you see so many amazing things, but we're going to do it. Okay, look at this place. First thing you're gonna see, a car from the 50s. You recognize this from the movie Cars?
Guido believe you now.
Look how small that car is.
Cute. They said it drives well.
Yeah, maybe up to 40 miles an hour, a little Fiat. This is what we're going with inside of our house, all over on the shower.
Might not be our style, but somebody will love it.
It's literally art.
It is art. They're beautiful. Like even like lit up. I mean, come on.
Yeah, it goes, wow, it's so smooth feeling. It's like the smoothest feeling. Oh, look, it even says, I thought I was gonna get in trouble for touching it, but it says feel the finish. Wow, that is very interesting finish. Feels like carbon fiber. All right, this video could just be me touching beautiful slabs of stone. So this is Bo, and he owns the place, runs the place. Yeah. Where do you get all this stone?
Italy.
Really,
So
like Italy?
Import everything from Italy.
That is too cool. If you're an Avengers fan, there's the movie with Loki where they go to their planet. There's one guy in one of them where they had to steal the horns off of this like evil looking guy. He's right there. He's from that planet. Look, here's the head, here's the horns, and then he has his arms coming up. Like you see it, he's like, and he's got the horns on his head. I see it.
They took an image of one of the nicest natural stones in the world and they mimicked it so you can afford it because this material is normally about $10,000 a slab.
Whoa.
But here it's a fifth the price.
I want that one.
You do.
Can we put that in the garage, like just against the whole entire wall?
No, we're not going to do that.
It'd be so cool.
I love that you are so fascinated touching all of them.
It says feel the finish. You got to feel it. Every time I see this feel the finish, I just want to touch it. There
are lots of like more wild and unique ones, but I wanted something a little bit more subtle. So what we're thinking, this is a porcelain. There's some, movement, but it's not an exceptional amount of movement. And I think it'll look gorgeous in the laundry room because we have kind of a busy floor. So we don't want to have busy countertops also. What do you think about that?
I think Leslie chose the most plain one in this entire place. You've got all these amazing slabs from all over the world. You got a dude from space with the helmet on it, and then we're just going with this, which, I mean...
If you have a busy floor, you can't go crazy on your countertop. So that's the thinking behind it.
So we're going with cloudy white.
Yes.
Leslie has been coming here for the last month, and she has picked everything out without my opinion at all, which I'm sure it's gonna look amazing, but now I'm starting to see why she didn't invite me to these meetings. I would have been so distracted. Don't move the stone. That's smart advice right there.
Well, this is a little bit more fun. It's very similar to what we did in our last shower.
This is what we're going with.
Yes.
Okay, I do like it. I do like it.
This is polished porcelain, and so it'll be on the back part of our shower, 2 of them put together, book matched, and then we also will have this for our vanity areas in the master bathroom.
I like this one. This is pretty. I get what Leslie's doing. I trust Leslie for her to choose the right thing from a design perspective, because I would have just chose this one because it's blue and it's like midnight and cool looking. Look at this. They even have a dog.
That's real.
Look at this. How is this even real?
So this is quarried in Brazil as a block, shipped to Italy, processed, shipped to St. George, Utah.
Now we know how it works. Now the next step is we need to go to one of these quarries and watch them cut it and do that. That's what we need to do someday.
Today we're choosing the kids' bathroom tiles and laundry room tiles, so let's go check it out.
Oh, that blue tile?
No, it's not blue, it's black.
Oh, black.
It's black. Take this white one. So remember last time we had the checkerboard in our laundry room? We're doing something similar, but it's actually more matte. So this is more matte.
All right, so there is like, it's loud. Leslie's already made all the decisions. Pretty much, made them all.
Okay, so Dan hasn't seen the decisions though, and
All right,
they're
let's
so good.
see what we got.
Number 1 is going to be the powder bath. Are you ready? This was a
That's
splurge.
nice.
It's
I like-
marble, and it's the gray on the inside. Like, it's so beautiful.
Wow.
This was a little bit above budget, but it's gonna make a big statement. Big statement.
What statement will that make?
Amazing, gorgeous powder bathroom. People will want to be running into that bathroom. You want to bring personality to a powder bath because it's a small space and have an experience.
Do we feel like Leslie's whispering right now? I think she's whispering.
I'm whispering because we're in a store and sometimes it's awkward filming. Okay, I'll talk louder. Next is Lincoln's bathroom.
Oh, I like it.
So we went back and forth because we're not supposed to talk to him. So on Mondays, I've been like hounding him on tile and he's like, enough with the tile. So we landed on this gray marble and I think it'll look really good with what we're doing.
That looks great.
We have Claire who requested a little bit of blue in her tile, but I wasn't really sure about this blue situation. So I found something that's a good in-between. That kind of looks blue. It's like little
Not
tiny,
blue at all.
but it's gray. It's like a light blue. Once it's down on the ground, it looks like grayish blue. On the ground.
I do see gray.
Grayish blue.
Great. All right, can I just say I'm really happy that Leslie has already picked everything out. It is not easy making these decisions for tile and for every single room and making it different than making it tie into the slabs. Then you have to tie it into the wood floor, then you have to tie it into the paint colors on the wall. That is not my thing at all. So thank you for doing all the work.
Of course,
The hard
it's
work.
really fun and I can't wait. The next couple weeks and months are gonna be like the prettiest things that are coming in and these are my happiest updates.
Love it. The last thing of month 9 is we have some stone. We've got piles and piles of stone. And let me show you where it belongs. All along the wall. This is one of the big updates we've done this month. So the first step is we put the rock on the wall and then he takes the grout and then squeezes it full into all of the cracks. Once it's all in the cracks and it hardens, then you can come back in and like clean it off and make it look smooth and make it look like it's like real brick, like you actually did it. It's basically this whole front thing right here. And then here on the corner of the house, which now that I'm looking at it, it's kind of a shame that this is all gonna be behind a wall and we're not gonna see it on the front of the house, but there is a requirement in our neighborhood based off of the HOA for a certain number of like square footage that you have to have of stone on your home. We don't yet have power running to the house right now, and so we just kind of leave this open all day long, all night long. And then this is the third spot that we're going to put the rock on the wall. So it's about 8 feet tall. We had to build this out and frame it, and then the guys still need to come back and put stone on it. But then they had to come in and put more concrete down here so that it holds this up. So that was also, I guess, something that was done, but that's part of this. So if you look at this pipe right here, we've got like a pipe for drainage. It goes down, it all the water, once it does rain, it'll drain out and go out to the road. We have our dumpster here and we haven't really done much this month. And somebody came through this weekend and filled it up with all their Christmas lights, a mattress, all of their trash and their landscaping stuff. I'm gonna be honest here, like I'm guilty of going to other people's dumpsters on construction sites and dumping things. So I think it's just karma coming back. That's probably gonna cost me 200 bucks to pay for somebody's stuff. I thought that we wouldn't have that because we're in like a gated community and it's a pretty closed off thing. Somebody was very bold and they did it. So coming up, what is next for the next month? Well, right now we have all of this trim, tons of it, all this wood that somebody's gonna have to come in and work on. We have the doors here, the interior doors. Now, at some point we're going to paint them black once they're in the house, and then we're also going to replace the hinges and not just have these little standard ones on here. So that's more stuff that's coming up. I'm hoping to get this connected, our power and our span panels. So we need to connect this to the internet and do all of the things for that. We need to get going with our electronics, so our internet and our speakers and all of the things that we're gonna do in here. It's actually exactly the same inside as it was 30 days ago. There's nothing that's been done inside of here. So we have December, January, February. Will we complete it in time? We still don't know. But even though there's only been 3 physical things that's been done at our home, there's a lot of stuff that's coming up right now. We have doors inside of the garage. We have all of the trim that's on the ground. We also have black metal that has been delivered here that's gonna go around some of the top part. What else did we get done this month?
We picked out the slabs for the countertops and all the different areas. And we picked out all the different tile for each of the bathrooms.
Those are some huge decisions and a very high expense as part of the process. And then also we have ordered our wood floor and that's going to be delivered. And then we made our decisions on the pavers. And there's an air conditioning unit that we're gonna be installing next week. So there's like a ton of things.
And landscaping plans are underway too. Like that's being worked on behind the scenes as well.
There's a lot of stuff that's ready. We're just getting to that time when it's like getting people to come do it, install it.
It's all the pretty stuff
Get everything going. So visually, I think the next video for month 10 is going to be really, really good. So hopefully, fingers crossed. For us as filming this, it is Thanksgiving next week, so I can't imagine that much is gonna happen next week.
Nothing will happen.
And then December, we got like a good 2-week stretch. So there you go, month 9, that's the home. Oh yeah, it's a gloomy, cloudy day and I don't love it. I hate it.
It's the most beautiful
I want to
weather
see
ever.
blue skies every day.
Cloudy every day. We're in trouble.